Oh, snap. You know what time it is? It's Sunday. We're chilling. Let's do this. I'm so glad that we're here. You guys, welcome to what we're going to be doing today, which is essentially just hanging out and doing a little bit of paper crafting. So we'll see how that goes. And the rest of the time is just up to me. So you guys just sit back, chill, and we're gonna have some fun here, okay? If you don't know, my name is Joe DeGan. I'm a comedian, a writer, a crafty mofo, as we say, in the biz. If you want to get to know more about me, you can always check out my website. That's fine. We're not going to talk about that right now. Right now, we're going to talk about what we're going to be doing today, which is some paper crafting, okay? If you guys have never paper crafted before, there's an element of a lot cheaper than buying certain art toys right now, so that's kind of why we do it. But I'll also review some toys when I get them. We just did the last Kid Robot series that they kind of came out with, which was Jankies. It's a whole different company. It's from the guys that did Kid Robot. They're trying to, substantiate themselves away from that brand, I think, with this. So that's what Jankies are. But if you want, you can go back and look at some of those videos. We've got, let's see here. We got some pre-cuts. I've been working on here. We can show a little bit of this. Maybe you guys will dig this. I just got some coats done on some things that I've been trying to work on here. I don't know if all the pieces are in here. I've got a corgi I've been working on for my D&D game. I'm going to have like a little corgi that carries all my shit around in my D&D game. So I've been working on a couple little figures, also tables, all these things for like dressing a dungeon. I'm trying to get into painting a little bit more, so maybe we'll do some of that on stream. I don't know really what, but that might be in a couple of weeks. Just something to keep your heads on, so like if you see come on by on a Sunday and it's just me not doing what I usually do, which is paper toys. So I'll review toys and stuff like that sometimes. But otherwise, today we're going to get into kind of just a few more in this book. And I don't really remember what I said we should work on last week, so I think we were talking about doing a Barkley, because that's kind of the first one that I did. I was not able to find, I can go through this box. This is the last box that I have of like my old paper toy stuff from before I started streaming, and wouldn't you know it, there it is. So this is, I knew the box was in this room, so this is the first paper toy that I ever made, actually. All I did was go and buy a cardstock that I like. If you can tell, I like purple. So I bought some purple cardstock and just did one of these basic layouts for a Barkley. It's one of the, you can check them out. They're Speaker Dogs, I think, right? So it's, you can look up any of the Speaker Dogs, and they kind of have like a little, they can come with word bubbles. They can also just be, you'll see when we cut this one out. It has a speech bubble. This one does not, because I did not make a speech bubble. It was more just the practice at the moment to see if I could just trace a pattern onto a piece of cardstock and make my own. And that's what I did. So it was pretty fun. But let's get into what this is all about here. Let me just set up some channel stuff here so I can see what's going on, and then we'll get into the meat and potatoes. Hopefully audio sounds good. Let me do a check on that as well. And then, yeah. Let's check out what's going on then. That's not the right song or anything, but we'll get it. Alright. So this is the first Speaker Dog that I ever did. It was just a cool, quick little thing. So let's get Barkley out. I will switch cameras. Let's do that for you guys too, so you can see what I'm doing. You know what I'm saying? Here we go. Let's get to this guy. Boop. There we are. Cool. Alright. So you guys can see what we're doing. I'm going to shrinky dink myself just a little bit and then get this camera focused. I got to pull that focus on this camera. Sometimes it just takes a little bit of look at the thing I want you to look at. Follow it down. There we go. Now it's not as blurry. Okay, so this book, if you've never seen me do a paper craft before. This is Urban Paper by Matt Hawkins. He's the curator of all these lovely pieces that are in this book. And we're going to be doing number 18, Mr. Barkley, today. The pages are perforated. Now, some later series, like Papercraft toy, like books, like collections like this, they'll even have perforated entire pieces. This one is not one of those. We're going to be using the X-Acto and getting this bad boy out of here. Okay, maybe this is a little bit easier if you actually do a mild perforation yourself, Joe, before you try and rip it out like a Hulkamaniac. Just come on, man. There we go. Get that out. Get that out. Almost ripped it. Almost ripped it. So we're solid right now. Oh, 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 oh. That was so close. Oh, so close. Oh, my goodness. You guys, don't be like me. Take your time. Just settle down, okay? It's going to be okay. The toy will still be there in the end, I promise. Let's check this out without a light on. How does that look? No, that's not good enough. I'm trying to get the lights right, guys. Hold on. Let me get a little bit more light on this situation. Hopefully it doesn't, like, blot out the sun. Yay. Yay. Go right here. Perfect. Extra chins. We're doing a chin cast. Is that better? Is that better? Does it look better? It looks brighter, at least. I can see a little bit what's going on here better. Let's do all the lights. Who cares? Let's just do all the lights. There we go. Alright. So as you can see, this one has a speech bubble. Right? There it is. There you go. Use old paper to make super toys. See, these are positive statements. That's what I like about most of these sets. Alright, so we've got our X-Acto, right? We've got our precision tip, which I should probably clean before we get into this. Ayo, Wasuji into his house. What's up, sir? Good afternoon, I should say, yeah, because it's afternoon. How does the audio sound? Can you hear the music? Should I turn up the music a little bit? How are you feeling right now? I don't wanna get crazy. You know what I'm saying? Let's get the speech bubble out first. We're getting right into it, guys. We got lots of fun stuff planned for today. The other thing you may see me doing on this channel, I'm not gonna lie, is a little bit of Tetris. I'm kind of feeling like that was a great way to do a stream on a Sunday. And I just downloaded this other version of Tetris Attack, I think is what it's called. And it's for the Switch. So maybe I'll stream that a little bit, because you're literally versing other people, like, and it's a massive thing. The one thing that made me mad was that it is a free game, right? So that's great. It's free. However, you have to be a member of their monthly subscription thing in order to play it. Like, it was good. Wasuji, the Tetris Attack is worth playing. The problem was that I had to spend $7 for 3 months. I'm probably gonna do the year subscription next time. It's kind of worth it. They have their virtual console games on there, like they did with the Wii and the Wii U and stuff. So the one thing I don't know, I gotta figure it out. I guess you can maybe download those games, because if I have to be hooked up to Wi-Fi in order to play them, that's really not as cool. Because if I go on a trip and I want to have, Legend of Zelda like queued up so I can just play the original, or Super Mario 3 or something, But if I'm not on Wi-Fi, I can't play it. That's kind of lame. Anyway, we're getting to the speech bubble. Going on the inside a little bit on the inside on this one. It's conservative, very conservative here. Trying to get that out. Let's get it out there. All right. We're done. Speech bubble out. So again, what we're really doing is getting into the meat and potatoes. This is literally what I did was on the website for Speaker Dog, and I think it's still available. You can just get the basic outline of this basic figure, right? And you can just make whatever you want out of it, which is what I did with some cardstock randomly. So you can really do that. You can make your own, paint it up. It's a cool little craft if you have like a couple of kids in the house or something like that too. I could very easily make these with my son. He's 8. I don't think he's as into them as I am, though Fortnite kind of steals a lot of the attention. Oh my goodness. It's also a very easy first kind of trial run paper toy. Speaker Dogs are a safe bet for sure. If you want to just mess around and try one out. If you do, make sure you send me a picture of it though. I would love to see what you did. Please. Show me your Speaker Dog. And if you look up Speaker Dogs, what's really cool too, the one we're doing is by Ben the Illustrator, which we've done some stuff from Ben before, and I cannot wait to post his name again when I post pictures of all this. He's, hopefully he doesn't think I'm stalking him. This is just really random that, like, I didn't really even realize. I don't want to scare anybody. He is getting big. My son is getting very big. I just came to the realization he's going to be 9 soon, and I'm like, oh my god, 9. That's close to 10. I almost have a 10-year-old. But it's okay. I've been choosing very wisely how to spend my time. I feel like I've gotten a good amount of time in with him, and it shows, which is good. He's a cool little dude, a good little dude. I don't get any really complaints. I complain about him more than anybody else I've ever heard, so that's important. And I complain about him to himself, so I'm trying to make him a better person a little bit, That's how we do it. I gotta let him know. Dude, you're being really rude right now. That's not okay. You know what I'm saying? Did some shows recently. This week was very good. We did a location for the first time with Chicago Comedy Radio. This was Chicago Comedy Scene Radio. Sorry, Tony, don't hate me. It's noon on a Sunday. This is one of my, this is all I can do. But it's pretty awesome. He had a nice little spot set up for us at Gifford's Kitchen, which was in Elgin. I've never been there before, but it was delightful. They have this wonderful upstairs area, aside from the restaurant downstairs, which is gorgeous, by the way, and the food was amazing. But the upstairs area is like perfect little stage set up. The stage has got a green room, so everybody feels like we're actually being taken care of, as well as an artist. That's very important. Green rooms are, it's one of the bread and butters of the one of the perks of the job, as they say. And they took really good care of us. Everyone had a great time. And it was just a nice room. The bar's right up there. It's like almost like, set up for a wedding event, too. I feel like weddings would be probably catered up there. But it was a nice little showroom. Let's just put it that way. And then last night I did Hope and Acre, which is in Loves Park. And I love this place. Like, awesome-ass fucking Irish food. Me and the wife were mowing down on some poutine fries. And I'm like, I get into the fries, and I'm like, there's meat in these fries. She's like, yeah, it's like a pulled pork or something. I don't remember what it was, but it was delicious. For Fats Productions, that was, Jared Corey was just slipping me tips on how to order at the Taco Bell. Very important. Get the most bang out of your buck when you're at Taco Bell, folks. Did you know that you can get anything grilled for free? Did you know that? They don't always do it right, and sometimes they're very half-assed about it. Like, what happened with me last night was they kind of got it grilled, but they didn't really grill it all the way. Like, you didn't see any grill marks. There was no browning. You can get it. You can get it grilled. Wasuji, this can be your life, man. The best part about it is that getting something grilled at Taco Bell really makes it a lot easier to eat in a car. Probably not the best way to eat your food, but it makes it so that you're not spilling all over yourself in case the guy's a messy burrito maker. Tends to help keep everything in. So it was a good weekend though, man. I felt really good at the end of the weekend. I did a hosting spot and a feature spot, and like the dichotomy of those two is amazing. Like just going from being pampered, doing an evening where I felt like I did really, really well, and the audience was digging me. I slayed, and then the next night did well, but had to work for it, man. Because you're going up first, you're warming up the room for everybody. You're creating these like, okay, well, we gotta prep everybody for who's coming up. You know what I mean? And then also remembering people's names and how to say them properly. For me personally, I'm just not good at it. I don't know. Like, how do you mess up the name Kevin, right? How does that work? But sometimes you just, you struggle with it. Like, I don't know how to say Kevin. Alright. I think he's out. We're almost out. There it is. First part out. Look at that. We're flying through this. We'll do the scoring of all the folds later. We'll do that, I promise. Oh, it says I can just cut this page right here. Let's get this camera to get a little bit more focus again. We're gonna pull focus one more time. Sorry, guys. Oh yeah. Get it down there. See, it's really blurry. Let's try it this way. Words sometimes work a little bit better. It could also be this light. Let's just turn off this light then. There we go. It's already better. Okay. Sorry. I'm just trying to figure it all out, guys. Let's do this. It says I can cut it right here in half. This has all the info, which is, I like this too because this helps me when I'm making a show. I can actually look up Ben, get all his credentials and stuff, and figure out where to follow. There's actually, in this book, what's cool is there's little interviews with each artist. You know, if I felt like it wasn't some form of plagiarism in a way, I would actually read them out on stream. We'll see. Maybe it'll be okay. What I would love to be doing eventually is like cutting out paper toys with the artist. That'd be kind of cool. Like doing little mock interviews. Alright, you know what? I'm actually going to cut out this mouth before I get the head out, just so I've got some more stability. Because I don't want to cut it and like rip it. What's nice is that this will have that cool dual layer effect of the wood grain when you actually put this piece on top. So see, what we just cut out and got cut out was the bottom part. That's what the wood pattern was, this piece right here. And then this one will be the top, and that's the mouth. That's what we're cutting out right now, the mouth. You see? Oh. Message deleted. Sorry. K-Can, I'm so sorry. I don't know what that was. I don't know what they're trying to block you for, but it's cool. Like, trying to send me a link. What happened? I don't know, man. I don't have these Nightbot rules. I know they're in there, but I'll work on them. See, I have to treat this like a college course too, man. Like, I have to go and like learn all these ways to make things better. And I think when I first started streaming, I was like overly worried about those rules, so I don't even know what I put my settings at or anything. I have to go reevaluate all that so that you can leave me fun little things that you're trying to leave me and it won't let you. I'm sorry. I don't know. I'm sorry. It's like, I'm cool with it, man. I'm cool. Let it flow. Let it flow. No caps allowed. Oh. I don't know. I don't know what no caps means. Is that like no capital letters? That doesn't make any sense. I wouldn't have turned that off, right? Captions. Is that a caps? I don't know. No, all caps. Oh, yeah. Maybe I might have set that up there. I don't know. That just seems weird, but I didn't mean to. Could be a default thing. But I'll take it off eventually. Turn your no caps on. You don't need to yell at me. Sorry. I didn't mean that to offend all you all caps lovers. I just didn't realize that it was set like that. I'm sure I can turn it off in a heartbeat. Dun, 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 dun. We got the mouthpiece coming out right here now. Oh. Yes. All right. We'll see what's happening here. I'm just trying to check and see like an audio check on the actual stream here. Just so I can hear what's going on. You know what I mean? I usually don't listen once I know it's working, but I'd like to know that the stream is still running. You know what I'm saying? Not just performing out into the ether. Either way, I still like put the video out there eventually for people to see too. Just in case you couldn't join us live on a Sunday. You know, I give you plenty of time to take a shower, get ready, and then just meet me here around noon. We're doing fun, weird things. And then eventually I'll leave you alone. You walk back. Do whatever you want to do, man. Eventually what I'm going to have to start doing, though, is like the actual date night portion of my stream with the wife will have to be more regular. It's just when we have all these busy weekend plans, we usually can't. Because I'm not going to come out and then stream at midnight. Who's going to be on at midnight? Should I do it? Should I do it anyway? Just come out on a midnight start on a Saturday? I don't feel... And then I gotta be up to do this around for noon. You know, you never know. You never know. Oh my goodness, these bubbles are gonna be a very cool effect. I feel like. I like the... because they're going past the straight line. Like, as you can see on my design, it's very straight. There's nothing there. This kind of like bleeds down into the other bottom piece a little bit, which is kind of cool. I like. So to carry the sentiment of the speech bubble, the back of this guy says, recycle with love. You know, that's cool. Oh my goodness. There it is. Oh, I also have some letters and business cards that I need to make soon, so I may be doing that on stream next Sunday. We'll see. You'll see the typewriter. Maybe we'll bring the typewriter down. Oh, typewriter on stream. But I'm going to actually start, I'm going to get some card stock, make some business cards, because I'm not going to order a bunch of business cards this next time around. I don't really use too many of them. People do ask me for them every once in a while. So what I'm going to end up doing is just getting some card stock, cutting them out, writing all my info on the typewriter on the card, like actually putting it on there. And then maybe a little bit of watercolor art, something cool, individualized. Because the cross stitches that I'm making to come out on the road with me the next time I tour, I just want to have a bunch of them to like hand out and give out to people for like, I don't know, $20 or something. We'll figure it out. The problem with the cross stitch is that I have to keep the designs very simple because the amount of time that I can spend on them, it gets silly. And I don't want to charge anyone what I think, a bunch of hours of my time is worth. So usually I gotta be able to like have a design that I can make within, like a 5-6 hour, sitting around kind of a time period. And then I feel like that's not bad for $20, 25 or something, As we get out towards this first hour that I'm going to be recording and having stuff like that, I feel like is good for while I'm out on tour. Have to have a bunch of them ready to go. So it'll be very simple designs, but cool stuff. Oh my goodness, this piece. These little bubbles, man, I'm telling you, like, it doesn't seem hard, but I'm trying to keep the circles perfect. There's a lot of work. There we go. Because I really want that nice little tight effect when we get this piece on the bottom. To, like just kind of overlay it. It's going to look really cool, I think. Ben the Illustrator, you did a very good job with that. I like that detail. That's gangsta. Ooh. Oh, there we go. How is the stream quality? That's what I want to know too. Wasuji Kaikan, who's still watching that can give me like, I don't want to like, is it? I got the bit rate at a nice little level. I think we still got to figure out how to get like an actual landline into this. I gotta get a dongle for this lappy tappy, so I can run an Ethernet connection directly in. Might have to get a PC that I make just for the stream, though. I think that's the next step. Something that we can just keep down here for it, and it's all set up and ready. Right now I'm just kind of commuting back and forth with a laptop to take care of all the streaming apparatus. But a PC could be good. I haven't owned another PC. It's all been laptops for like the last, I don't even know, 10 years. I don't even think I've owned a PC in more than 10 years. It's been a while. Almost as old as my kid is. See, that's because I bought one before he was born. Yep, that's pretty close. It's pretty close. Been living out of a backpack for a while, so now that I'm, in a housed situation, I should have a PC again. I just haven't bought one. Laptops. Alright. I think he's out. We got him out. Alright. Now, we begin the scoring process. Okay, so basically what this is about is just for helping our folds. You'll see the lines. Oh, it looks like I gotta cut out the ears too. Hold on, sorry. We missed this part. Because I forgot about the ear. You'll see it here. It's got a little bit. You just cut it. Perfect. That's one ear. There's the other one. And then we can, what I'm saying about scoring, if you don't know or you haven't seen a stream yet, you're new to the stream, what we do is we just run, you want to put almost no weight on the actual scalpel. On the actual X-Acto, right? So you just kind of drag it across the lines that you're going to fold across, right? And what that does is it kind of creates this first little wave of like a crumple effect, right? Like a bumper, like a front bumper. We're trying to get it to bend to our will at a certain spot without a lot of gusto or fight. There we go. Just dragging it across. There we go. And the reason why I say no weight is because you don't want to run it across more than one time, because you might accidentally go through the paper. Fun fact. It does happen that way. Alright. Headphones off. We're good now. I've checked the audio plenty of times. It's wonderful. The music gets a little loud sometimes, but it's not awful. Alright. So now this one is all done, scored. So let's get the fold going here. We've got our score lines done, so they should bend pretty nice. Yep, look at that. We get into a nice, crispy corner. That's wonderful. We'll get these little tabby guys. I should probably have done those first. Fold those tabs in, because that's where our glue is going to end up going. Let's get all those. There we go. Nice. Nice. Alright. Nice crisp line. I'm telling you right now, that scoring process works every time, man. You can see the line, like where it even like cut through the paper just a little bit. Sometimes you can catch that. Well, let's see if it can. Yeah, see that? So see how it starts to separate just a little bit. That's what we want. Not all the way through the paper, but just that first little layer, so that it folds so nice, it looks so crisp. You can't see any of the white when it's actually folded up and ready. Let's get this head folded down here. Open this up. Get this piece just down right there. Yeah. Alright. Sweet. Let's get sticky, folks. Precision tip. There we go. Nice. Just a little bit. I usually start at the front and work my way back. This looks like it's going to stick up there a little bit. So what I'm doing is I had to fold the front of it just a little bit up. So it looks like, otherwise the mouth kind of stays open like that. I don't want that effect. So let's trim this just a bit. Okay. Now we're getting into some skill work here, folks. This is advanced techniques. And hopefully I don't actually rip or cut through the piece anyway. So, advanced techniques. We're lining this up because this is just a little bit too fat of an actual tab. So what we're gonna do is cut it to fit exactly over there, and then I'll put some glue on it. There we go. Alright. So now you can see it's gonna go all the way around. We'll put glue on it, and then it'll still be a tab, but it was just a little bit too long. You can see I had to fold the inner piece just a little bit right here, if you can see that fold. So basically it was too big, it's too much, so maybe we might cut it later. We'll see. I'll do that on the next side before we even get into it. There we go. And that's just so I don't see the tab as much. I can cut it more once it's actually glued too, which is good. So see how it's sticking out the bottom there? It looks like he's got like a jagged little tooth. So once it dries a little bit more, I will come in here and cut that out. Okay. But let's get this one done now before, so we can line it up. And sometimes I even bring a pen down here. I do. There we go. So we can just mark it. Sometimes you gotta see where it's supposed to be cut. So mark that real quick, and then I'll actually cut it. I should have done this mock-up first. Oh no, and now this gel pen is ruining my design. No. Okay, it's fine. So, see how I marked those just a little bit? I should have done this beforehand. But now I can just cut that out. Same with this one. There we go. So now I'm still waiting on this piece to dry, but now if you see what I did on this one, ta-da, you can't even see it really. See that? Look at that. That's how we do it. Advanced techniques. Take note. Sometimes you gotta think on the fly. Sometimes the designs they give you, they're good designs, but something with the printing process of it and the way that you design it yourself, you just don't think about that kind of stuff. So can't anticipate everything, and we're gonna appreciate the artwork of it regardless of the little snafu that creates. That's a small price to pay for such a cool looking piece, right? Do the ends justify the means? In this case, I think they do. We're just fine. Right, scoop this bad boy out. Again, only do this kind of precision work, you know, with a quality blade, a new blade. You don't want to go in here and try and cut this stuff with a dull blade. You'll end up pulling, ripping. You don't want that. Okay. Now he looks better. Ta-da! So happy! Happy mouth! The back we're not going to worry about because it doesn't really matter. There's no hole in the front. See? So this one's pretty easy. Trade secrets being damn right, trade secrets. This is the powerful stuff. This is the top of the line information. People pay, I don't know, tens of dollars for these these Mason-like inner secrets. Yeah, man, we'll get it done. All right, let's do our pinchies. Let's get the pinches going. Boop, boop. Just start it. The glue should hold these pretty well. It's a quick dry. So we're just going to pinch around all of our corners. Now what I want everyone to realize is that the message on this specific piece is to use old paper to do this stuff with. So, I mean, what we could do is go ahead and print out, and I'll take some bills, some old paper, like all this garbage, and you know, my T-Mobile bill that they keep trying to get my money from, and like stuff like that. Like, let it go, man. I'm not gonna pay you anything. But maybe that's an interesting moment for me as a person to grow. So the moment I told the company to F off, you know what I'm saying? Like, I turned that into a paper toy, you know? With this simple little speaker dog design, I could turn all of those into things. Take my high school diploma, turn it into a speaker dog. You can do whatever you want. Alright. I don't know why I took the pen like I was going to do something with it. Ready? No. Alright, so let's get all this garbage out of this shot. Precision tip, get over here. Okay. So basically what we're doing is, again, score lines, right? Doing all of our score lines. Boom. And a boom. Remember, no weight. Just dragging. We're just dragging. Just dragging. Love it. Almost done. Gotta get this little side and then we're good to go. It's well below that line. Oh boy. Alright. Let's get the folds going here. Biggest ones. Go to the little ones. All those little folds for all the gluey spots. Yes. Yes. Oh, it works out so much nicer when we do the scoring, man. I'm so impressed by that. I think that was one of the tips I learned from Urban Paper, the book, actually. Because I had been, struggling with, like, okay, yeah, but some of these lines on a piece of paper, some of these dolls that are pretty big, those lines are really long, and, like, keeping a nice straight line along the artwork is sometimes very difficult. But if you make that nice little scoring, the paper just kind of wants to go that way already, which is a pro tip. Trade secrets revealed again. Beer, 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 beer. Right? Get out the trade secrets. Giving away this stuff for free. Alright. Almost done, almost done. Alright. Let's get the little leggy fold on this one. I think is the only one I'm missing. There we go. Did I do this one? No, I didn't do this one either. It's just a little fold. Alright. This one, and then we're done. Begin the sticky process. Whatever that means. Don't read into that too much. Oh, you like that background? Here, hold on one second. Let's turn it off so you can get the full image. I don't know when you start it up, but let's show you that other image real quick. See, look at this. Look at that. This is it's an awesome. And I think it was around the same time we were in Colorado, actually. So this is like a whole awesome graffiti piece. This whole entire street was just covered in amazing graffiti pieces. So, I like to put the good art that I have found on display. So these are all the pictures that I've taken of graffiti while I've been traveling. That's kind of what I've been putting up as my backgrounds. Woo! Glad you like it. Come back every week for a new image. Alright. Uh-oh, precision tips getting dirty. It's because we're talking too long. Turtle's tooth! Come on, Kay. I should have left a tapestry needle down here, but I didn't. Yeah. I didn't think about it. There it goes. There it goes. Okay. We're back on. Come on, precision tip. Don't leave me hanging now. We're almost done with this here toy. Alright. Get the pinch going. Now this one I'm going to take my time on, okay, because I want this to be structurally amazing. Stability-wise, impeccable. And I think this is actually going to go in. So let's put this all together here. Can this just go in here and like slip in through the back? How does that work again? I don't remember. Oh no. I should have probably, what we'll do is we'll kind of open this a little bit with the, yeah. See that? We're doing tips again here. So that we can get this bad boy to slide in to the headpiece. Because he's got to stick in there somewhere. Yeah. I don't know if that's big enough. Let's go just a little bit further. There we go. Now for sure it'll stay. Yes. Alright. Because this front one, what I'm going to do is I'm going to glue it. So we'll do it early. And then I'll let it dry. And then I'll cut it open again. So that I can actually slide this all the way through both pieces. Okay. I'm just going to mark this side. So I know which side to cut on. Alright. Get this piece glued now so that it starts drying. And then hopefully by the time I get back around to it, it'll be nice enough so that I can do that. Or, you know what I could do? No. I'm not going to slide it in. I was going to think of like, maybe I could slide it in there first and then find a way to put the top on around it, but that's not going to work out no matter what I do. So, let's just do this a different way. Oh my goodness, too much glue, bro. Sorry. Keeping it off camera as I'm like pulling it close to my body so I can look at it. Sorry. Just trying to keep these angles nice and tight. Alright. Get that glue off. Gotta get that glue off. Get that stickiness. Alright. Alright. Good. Nice and structurally sound. That's what we're going for on this one. It's gotta be a nice square. I think we're almost done. We'll get the legs in. It's the last one that needs to be glued. Okay. There we go. Nice. Pinching it up. Alright, now we just gotta turn in those angles on the legs. We'll come back to that spot when we're done doing that. Cut that hole in so that when we put the speaker part of the speaker dog in, it'll actually go both ways, and then we can actually make it even better by gluing that piece onto the inside from the back. Okay, so that'll be even better. Alright, let's keep that out. That one's glued. This one and this one are still not glued. Okay. Digging these musical vibes. Nice. I was doing some research into like electronic music, but more along the lines of like chip tunes and like the bit music stuff. And I used to be into it a lot, man. Bit Shifter and all these other like cool little groups, Anamanaguchi, you know. But it's very interesting to see what they're doing with some things now. There's this huge like little retro community of like music only, taken from that kind of stuff. Mega Ran, been listening to a lot of Mega Ran, just because I dig it. He's using like actual music from other video games and stuff, which is cool. I dig that. Black Materia, that's the thing I was listening to yesterday. So it's like Final Fantasy VII music with Mega Ran rapping over, and like the stories and the things that he's rapping about pertain to Final Fantasy storyline plot lines and stuff. It's very cool. Yeah, Mega Ran. Check that out, Wasuji. You dig that dude. I think because you know most of those storylines. Some of them. I don't remember how much Final Fantasy you've played. I know that I've only played a couple of the games. None of them almost all the way through. 7 was the only one I think I've played all the way through. 8, most of the way. 9, all the way. Yeah, I think. Pretty sure. 15, I'm still playing, but like I have no idea what's going on right now. Alright, so let's cut out the speaker portion of this now. I'm trying to do it underneath the... so that it just kind of slides in. Without going through the paper. That's the hard part, is not going through the paper and coming out the top or something, because that would be really bad. Alright. Okay. This is holding up very well. The glue is like almost all the way dry. So, again, that Scotch Quick Dry Adhesive with the precision tip. Wonderful. Wonderful stuff. Alright, so let's put this bad boy together finally. There it is. Pieces have met. Oh, look at him. He's adorable. Oh, he's invisible. Like that. On that camera, he's like almost invisible. Alright. So let's go ahead and try and get that speech piece in there now. So what we're going to do is we're going to stick this piece through the parts that we've already cut out up here. Then we're going to try and line them up into the hole that we just cut. And I'm starting to see something. Let's see what's happening here. It's going through. Okay, that's one layer. There we go. Let's get the other. Oh, you know what? I don't even think I got through. Yeah, I can see it. I can see it. I didn't even get through the other side. I just got close. There we go. Now we're through. It's just a thing about the angle and seeing where we were. I couldn't see. Okay, now we're good. Okay. Ta-da! Pieces. Advanced tips. Feeding it through that side now. Whoop, whoop. There we go. One layer. 2 layer. Okay. Is this not wide enough? Did I not cut the top part wide enough? So sorry, this is taking forever. Oh my goodness, guy. Get in there. You know, I thought I knew what I was doing for a moment. I was like, oh yeah, this will totally work. And then, there it goes. Okay. So now we're in. It's within both pieces. And now hopefully you can see it coming through. See that little speech bubbly wobbles there? It's got a nice little slot that I cut in pretty precision tight. So it's not wiggling around a lot, but it's in there. See that coming through? So what we're going to do is we're going to take that flap, pull it back a little bit, put some glue on there. And then bada bing, bada boom. It'll stay. and it'll stay well. Alright, let's do this. And look at the effect. Look at that effect. Right? Just looks like he's saying it out loud. Alright. Bend it up just a little bit, as you can see. Get that glue on there. Good little dollop. And push. And I'm going to try and like line this up real nice so that we don't see a lot of the white. There we go. Pinching. Pinching. Pinching! Nice. Hell yeah. Okay. There we go. He's done. Check out Barkley by the lovely Ben the Illustrator from the book Urban Paper, a speaker dog of ill repute, of amazing message. And let's just read that message one more time, huh? Use old paper to make super toys. Also, recycle with love. Recycle with love. It's even got like a cool little recycle pattern on the back there. Look at that. Alright. That is it. Ladies and gentlemen, we have put him together. He is done. Look at that. Amazing. No? And we can see the correlation here. We got a very similar thing going on here. But I like this one better, you can tell. Right? Very cool way of using the dual layer here. We've got the bubble portion of this coming out. Look at that. Like how it kind of overflows down into that piece. Now, because I've actually glued this together now with the the other part, I might actually just take the time to glue this all the way around like that. Just because it's right now, because I had to glue that speech bubble in, it's kind of wobbling around in this a lot. And I don't know how stable that is, but it sits pretty good. I like the way it looks. I might actually have to give this one to the wife for her desk at work. He's too cute. He's too cute. Sometimes that's where these will end up as well, as like little gifts to people that I know around like an office or that have a place where they can put them. Because ultimately, let's be honest here. If I made you this, what's the consequence of you throwing it away one day when you move desks? Or you don't need to keep it forever. It's just simply a piece of paper, you know. But I would never throw this one away. This is too cool. I like them. All right. Shall we do another quick one? I think we've got a little bit more time. I think we can hang out for just a little bit longer. Let's do a quicker, maybe release guy. Something that just comes out. We don't have to do all the cutting shenanigans, huh? Let's see if we can find one of those. One of those simple little dudes. See, some of these look very intricate. Oh, these are the blanks. Right now I'm messing around with this one as well, the Paper Toy Monster book. It's a doozy. Let's just see what we got in here. We'll find something. That's a lot of pieces. That's a lot of pieces. I saw 30 count on that one. Little spinnies. These are really good for like a whole. Some of these in here are very intricate. This guy's pretty easy. Let's do it. Why not? Octopup. We're going to cut out the Octopup. Okay. Let's get an image so you can see what we're going to be doing here. This is Octopup. See it? Yeah. Let's make that guy. Let's do it. Let's do it right now. He's just one page, so that's good. And because this book is extremely perforated, like we're talking about, we're only going to have to make any kind of cuts around very tight situations that maybe the printing didn't go well or something and didn't get all the way through. But for now, let's get this one done. And I believe all of these are by the same person. But we'll look it up. We'll look up all the info in just a moment. Right now, Octopup, I gotta get you out of here. So we're doing a lot of just ripping, okay? But if you can get a fold in, right? Like you fold it just a little bit, makes that perforation of the page come out all the easier. Because with these pre-cut books, what you want to be very careful of is ripping too quickly. Because then you may end up... what's really cool about this book, too, is that they're actually double-sided. So you can see his little tentacles here. They've actually got the little suction cup, detail because it's double-sided. We're ripping right through this. Woo! You gotta get all 8 of these out. I'm thinking like that's the way to go first, was get all those handy pieces out. Oh, see, I'm hearing more chip tunes in this playlist. This is cool. Yeah, right now, in case you're wondering, I'll put a link in the when I post the video of where I got this music. It's a lovely, music for streaming, copyright-free playlist that actually plays some pretty decent tunes, man. I dig it. I'm gonna have to go ahead and donate to them because they're actually making this a lot easier for me to just put some music on and not have to worry about what's playing in the background and whether or not it's gonna get pulled from my stream. Oh, I found the way now, man. I found the way. So we're just put the finger, right, and then pull the paper up around it as I push down. Look how quick that was. Take that, X-Acto. I don't need you anymore. These are coming out super easy peasy. Let's get a fold going here. Yeah, there we go. Once you get it started, usually it's pretty safe. What I like to do, though, is keep my finger very close to the line and apply pressure down as I'm pulling up, just because that stops a lot of the ripping through of a design, which you have to be careful of. I said something about speed, before we started doing this, but that's, I got plenty of time. I'm just trying to get this done. I've got a lot of other things I have to do later today, and it sucks, but I gotta do like wedding prep stuff. We got wedding stuff we gotta get ready for. I got tuxes I gotta get, that kind of thing. Getting ready for a wedding. The sister-in-law's wedding. I cannot wait. So I want to look nice. We're gonna make the dude look nice, the little kid. He's gonna look cool. Seeing children in tuxedos is kind of funny every time, though. It's like, where are they going? Why are they so important right now? What business do they have? Being all nicely dressed. This little kid's dressed nicer than me. Alright. So what we are going to do, because this book, although this book does a good job of actually, and maybe you can see, I don't know, it's kind of hard to see, they actually do a little bit of pre-fold. It's kind of hard to see that it's indented in any way, but it is, and you can see it sometimes. It's got like a built-in little fold where it's already going, but some of them are not the right way, so we're still going to drag. We're still going to do our scoring technique, even on this book. And hopefully that will help with these folds and making them nice and accurate. It almost looks like SpongeBob. Do we see this? Right? The yellow with the polka dotted, it looks like it's his eye. You know what I mean? We just blew out a SpongeBob. Made it into an octopus puppy. Did that one already. Alright. Trying not to double score. We don't want that. It's best to work your way out in a pattern, like follow a go around along the outside, because that's what I'll find myself like coming back to something and being like, did I already do that? I don't remember. Nice. There we go. Folding. Oh, look at that nice crisp fold. So tight. Oh, yeah. This is going to be a breeze. I want to thank you all for hanging out and being a part of this Sunday. This is very important. Masuji, you're here, man. Oh no, the audio cut out. How so? No. That's not good. Let me look at the mic. Gotta figure out the mic somehow. Thank you for letting me know, though. Dun, 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 dun. Huh. That's weird. Hello. No, it's not. It's not you. It's actually out. Huh. That's weird. Why that would just do that? All right, hold on. Let's figure it out. Ha. Oh, you can turn the music up for now. Huh. Is that better? Am I back? Can anyone hear me? Can anyone hear me? Oh, you can hear me talking now, but it's faint. Okay. So let's turn down the music. Then maybe that'll be better. Is it better? How about now? Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? Alright. Hopefully it's just the music is a little bit too loud, but we'll see what happens. Alright, good. Glad you can hear me. Something happened. I don't even know why I did that. Just streaming. Ain't it fun? We're having a good time, okay? We're having a good time. Alright, let's get back into this pup here. We're in the middle of our folding. Oh no, it's not on my webcam at all. It's actually like an actual thing, like an actual blue mic, like the snowball or whatever. So it's set on the side of my webcam, which is weird because I don't know why it would even turn off. Nothing happened. Light didn't turn off. Everything's still connected. And then just for some reason, just whoop. Growing pains, you know what I'm saying? Gotta have a fallback. Also, I have to buy things that are made specifically for streaming, I feel like. That's the way to be. Alright, so let's start with the proper gluing process here. It told me how to start. It's got numbers on it, so let's do that. Number one. Number one. I don't know if you can see it. Number Number one, number, come on, number. One. Nah. Alright. Oh, yeah, but so the thing about Tetris Attack, Wasuji, if you are, it was the Switch. I'm, you know, I'm glad I have a Switch because Sterling was talking about getting a Switch, but it's also, um, the it has so many problems, dude. I just had to redo the joystick um, calibration again because it keeps drifting. You know what I'm saying? It's got cartridge issues, like it's not playing the cartridges anymore, right? So I have to like send it in for that. I don't know. That sounds like a little bit of a Metal Gear. Oh, it is Metal Gear. See? See? Hopefully you can hear the music still. I don't really know if it's actually even playing. And then I'm just going to be like, oh yeah, you can hear the music, right? Referencing it like, no, I can't hear the music at all. There we go. It might be more faint now, though. But either way. Apparently we found a remix of some lovely um, Metal Gear sound effects. Soundboard. Alright, let's bend this all in here and get them all in at once. Look at that. Pew, 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 pew. Three-sided pinch move. Beep, 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 beep. We're getting them. Alright. Base is done. 1, 2, 3. Now see, it says that I should put all these little pieces on here first. So let's get all these tentacles numbered, laid out. Okay, 5, 6. Oh, that's 9. Sorry. There's 6. Because I have a feeling the way that they turn around on the actual page of this guy and the way that they stick up will be important of some way. There we go, there we go. 11, 12. Alright. Let's get that bend. There's 5, yeah, so let's put 5 in. Gluing. Sticky time. Yeah, so the Switch, as much as I love it, that whole thing about like how bad it is right now, and that I gotta probably send it in for some kind of repair because I'm not gonna be able to live without the cartridges slot just never working again. Or I gotta get a new one to get it replaced. But either way, Toe Jam and Earl's coming next month, and at least that's a downloadable game, so I don't have to worry about whether or not I can play with Sterling. Also, I've been playing lots of Rocket Knight. Does anyone remember this game? Rocket Knight Adventures for the Sega Master System. Well, actually, it might have been for the Mega Drive. I think it was Mega Drive. Yeah, Mega Drive for sure. Mega Drive. I have two different like Sega emulation systems running, like, so I don't remember which one. It's the date and whatnot, but I don't remember any of those. I just go, it's a Sega game, not realizing there is a slight difference. But anyway, Rocket Knight Adventures. Nothing like an awesome story about a possum, I believe, with a jetpack, fighting pig villains, long before any Angry Bird figured out how to do that, you know? Pigs were the real enemy. Alright, there it goes, there it goes. I'm just trying to get the bend down. See, I feel like I gotta pinch and bend so that there's no pressure on it. so that it glues properly. Mm-hmm. We're almost there. Getting those tentacles done. There we go. Put it in. Pinch and lift. So we're pushing it up so that it, like, no matter what happens, it won't fall back to any stress here and, like, rip it up as it bends back the normal way. Alright. Bend it either way. Get a little glue, get a little glue, get a little glue. Oh. There we go. Oh my goodness. There it is again. Woo! Oh, it looks like I'm going to have to glue down 18. Oh, no, maybe I could just put it on top. I don't know if I'll have to glue it. Although it does look like it's a glue spot. So maybe it's supposed to stay down, you know? Alright, let's hit this fold. You like those? Look at those little suction cups. Isn't that funny? It's one of the benefits of this book in particular that the paper is actually printed on both sides, which is kind of cool and not the norm. It would be very cool, but you know, usually it's just the one side. There we go. Fold and pinch. We're doing a fold and pinch. Get all the stress out now so that it comes out and just sits like normal. But look at it. It's probably for the best that I actually followed the pattern of the numbers and to just go, I know what I'm doing. I know what I'm doing. Tell me what to do. Pieces. There we go. One more. Ew. Right? Why are cookies and milk so good together? I'll tell you why. It's a chemical in our brains and the way that it reacts to chocolate and all of this. Well, you don't have to have chocolate on your cookies, but to me that's like more the kind of cookies we're talking about here, which is, you know, chocolate chip cookies, right? Because chocolate chip cookies, when you dip them in milk, dude, get the fuck out of here. That's next level shit, bro. You don't know what we're talking about. Even better, you heat that motherfucker up in the microwave. You go ahead and throw just a dollop, just a little bit of vanilla ice cream. Don't go crazy on top of that, and then just eat that instead of the glass of milk. You know, because you're getting your dairy. You don't need all the milk. Milk, I feel like, you know, you got to keep it. I don't know. Maybe I'm just crazy, but I feel like we shouldn't be drinking milk as much. In this house that I live in, people are crazy about milk, and I'm just slightly lactose intolerant. Like, I can't drink a lot of. I can't do it in the morning, really, for sure, because my stomach will get all like grumbly tumbly with milk in the morning. But a midnight snack and some milk and cookies, ooh, I can handle it. 14, there it is. We're just trying to follow the numbering here. See what I gotta glue next. The more I see this, the more I'm telling you, like, it makes me feel like SpongeBob was a definite influencer. Granted, I know octopuses are always depicted with like circles of color all over them. Certain ones, you know, that's how we distinguish. It's just the eye. I feel like the eye is just bugging me how much spongy it is. Yes, I am a 34-year-old man who still watches SpongeBob sometimes. That happens. I feel like I watch it for those moments that are specifically for adults, though. just to see if they're still doing those. Because those were the moments that always stood out to me in that show. Like him watching Seeing Enemies Wiggle or something on TV and like being surprised that Gary walks in. Like, whoa. Gary, I'm not watching anything on TV, sorry. Are we still doing those jokes? Alright. Alright. You can hear all the dog barking, hopefully. All that dog barking. Yep, that's the thing. We're still going. Dear Lord. Sometimes they get extra excited. Alright. Uh-oh. There we go. Nice. And then I think we got one more glue spot. We just got to glue it to the bottom. What I am going to do, though, I think before I put this headpiece on, is kind of frill out these tentacles a little bit so that they're not so boring. Because right now they're just kind of straight, you know? And I don't, what is that? Who cares? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do this. Use my pen. Kind of give a couple of these. Right. There we go. Every other, like this. And then I'll do this to a couple. Just a little, like a ribbon, you know, for Christmas presents a little bit, you know, just a little bend. There we go. Now we're seeing some diversity. Seeing some different shapes here. Huh? And then by the front of his head, we'll we'll change it up a little bit and style it a little bit more. Alright. So, last piece, gluing it on here. I'll put some glue on the top. Just gonna push down. Hopefully she stays. Let's do it. Pushing. You like the curl. The curl is good. We gotta figure out how to make it look a little bit more dynamic than it does right now. I might figure out some ways to like just kind of prop them up. Can maybe glue them from the bottom even. Alright, that's it. Octopup is done. Real quick, I'm gonna see what kind of information we can get on Octopup though before I'm like done. Yeah, Octopup. Let's see here. Remember the little guy. Alright. So remember the little guy. I'm going to have to remember the little guy and look him up. This one is also difficulty set to easy. Didn't really notice that this book does that. Some of these ones that are advanced, that's the ones we need to be messing around with. Look at this guy. Oh, Squid Beak. Maybe we can do this one next week. Alright, this one's got some very elaborate things going on with these tentacles. So we'll stick with the cephalopods, and maybe we'll do that one next week, okay? Alright. With that said, thank you for tuning in, and I think that will bring us to the conclusion of our stream for today. It does look complex. Dude, the tentacles have like ribs. It like feels really weird on that other one. Squid Beak. We'll check that one out. We're going to do a little bit of tenderizing here before we get out. And I will let you guys know to swing by next week on Sunday keep your eyes tuned and follow if you want to watch Date Night every once in a while. Me and the wife will be getting down on that a lot more. We've got a new theme song coming for the podcast. We've put some things in motion to make the podcast a little bit better, and the more I feel like the more proud I am of the podcast, the better it'll be, and the more I'll do it. You know what I mean? All right. So, thanks for hanging out for the Sunday Chill Sesh. Join us next Sunday, just around noonish, and we'll see you then. Wasuji and Kaiken, thank you for hanging out this whole time. Wasuji, you are a lovely human being. Never let anyone tell you otherwise. Mwah! Goodbye, everybody! Mm-hmm.